Here we go. And he opens up the door, and you guys start walking down the hallway to the other room. And you eventually enter this room that you see here, that you saw Justin was in originally. Yeah, so this is the room that you enter. And when you enter the new room, we'll have you make another perception check.
Okay. Check.
All right. You see several hooded figures that are kind of sitting down in fold-out chairs, and they're all drinking beers in this dilapidated room. And you see in front of them, there's like someone who is preparing what looks to be a book of some sorts. Almost looks like church, actually. A bit like a cult, but more laid back and like with the bros, you know? Yeah. And then there's a big, like, a barrel of beer. A keg. There's a keg, essentially. There are about, you count there to be, let's see. Well, interestingly enough, sigma, sigma, beta, beta, alpha, sigma, alpha, and then there's another person, so including Chad, that's 8 people in this room. Yeah. Come to think of it, in the party, most of the people that were like partying hardcore seemed to be like party types. And also the sorority girls were still there. But like not everyone in the party is this frat. Just they're the ones hosting it. So now that you think about it, the people that were kind of introduced to be like the leaders of the frat were not back up there. So now that you kind of like recall that, some of this might make a little more sense. Yeah.
Should I ask what's going on?
This, says Chad.
Yes.
Oh, it's just our frat, really.
Why do you guys have robes and...
As I mentioned, silly, we're not just like any other frat, I guess. Basically, so we're like trying to do... It's hard to explain. Listen, we need you to sit in on the meeting. We're not going to induct you or anything. Just go like sit in the chair and like you can listen. We're not going to like make you a member. Like don't worry about that. We're inducting someone else actually. So you can sit, but like yeah, you can like see what we're about, I guess, because we're going to give a dope speech and it's going to be sick.
All right, but I'm gonna sit near the door.
Okay, cool. No problem. Anyway, I gotta go get ready. So,
Okay.
Chad goes to put on his robe, and everyone has noticed that you guys are there now, and have kind of turned to look at you. At least most of them have, because you're off in the corner. But some of the others just look like they can't be bothered. And Chad puts on the robe and walks to the book and says, "Hello, bros. It's me, Chad, your boy, here for another sick induction ceremony. First of all, what do we stand for, boys?" And one of the robed figures like holds up a hand and says, "Ooh, me, I can answer." Chad points to him and says, "All right, Justin, go. What do we stand for?" Justin stands up, takes a whole beer, chugs the entire thing, throws the can on the ground and crushes it with his foot, and says, "We stand for destroying supernaturals in the name of partying." Sits down. And then Chad says, "Excellent. Next question. What will we do in order to stop supernaturals for the sake of partying?" And someone else like kind of very shakily raises a hand. And he's like, "Yes, Greg. By the way, welcome and happy first week."
Greg, you're alive!
Greg wearily stands up, shakily takes a Coors Light, drinks it in 3 sips, throws it on the ground, crushes it with his foot. We will stop it. We will any means to destroy the enemy for the sake of the calmness of the city and city. Have a good time with the boys. Crack open a cold one. We will. Just as that's enough. Greg, just sit down. Just sit down, Greg. Okay, yeah. Greg sits down. and then Chad says, and last but not least, what is the one thing that we will never do, boys? Someone else raises a hand, and he says, yes, it's our newest inductee. And he looks at you for some reason, and you hear the voice of your friend, Nita.
Oh.
She takes a beer, chugs the whole thing, throws it on the ground, crushes it with her foot, and says, we will not ever crack open a cold one with vampires, werewolves, or any other such supernatural beings. And she sits back down.
Is everyone drunk?
Would you like to roll perception?
Yes.
All right, gotcha. They're tipsy. They're a little drunk, but like on beers. Like no hard liquor or anything. It's literally just beers. Which is kind of like, I guess, what Chad was referring to. And he's like, oh yeah, we're like other frats. Because like his idea is he like kind of explains to you, or at least explained to you, probably in a previous conversation, or at least from what you can discern, is that like they only drink beers so that like they don't get too, it's like they don't get too wasted, I guess, or like too quickly. It's like a slow burn for the boys. Yeah. So Chad actually says that is correct. Very good. Wonderful job, new inductee. By the way, we have a special guest today that our new inductee may be familiar with, and will be our witness today for the induction of Nita into the hood of bros. The brother. What name are we gonna go with, guys? I forget what we chose. I don't know. The Brotherhood is too boring though. Listen, we can't just be the Brotherhood. Like that's so boring. Okay, how about? And then Nita says, okay, how about Brohood? Like that kind of sounds cool, right? Justin's like, yeah, I kind of like that. That's pretty good. I like Brohood. I don't know. We'll figure it out later, says Chad. And then Nita actually, at this point, kind of looks at you. You take her notice. She's like, Yule, what are you doing here? Are you gonna join the Brotherhood? I mean, the Brohood, whatever it is, Sigma, Beta, whatever the fuck. Are you gonna join?
I was looking for you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you brought me water. I'm completely sober now, thankfully, but thank you for bringing me the water. I'll still drink it. I'm sorry. I realized I was running out of time. The ceremony was supposed to start right at this time, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't late. I'm sorry if I worried you.
I guess it's okay now that you're fine. Care to explain what this is all about?
Oh yeah, it's basically just the frat is like, I guess, trying to take a stand against like some of the weird stuff that's been going on like around town and at the school and whatnot. Like the professor, oh my gosh, you have no idea how much amazing stuff they've told me here about stuff that like we haven't seen. Everyone here has apparently seen like a supernatural before, like something like a werewolf or like a vampire or like these things that they're kind of like, what is it? What were they called? Justin, what were they? The ones that are like, they come from the forest? Oh, you mean the Fae. Changelings. Yeah, changelings, those things. Yeah. Changelings. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I haven't seen one yet, but they're gonna take me, they're gonna forcibly induct me into the group by taking me out on a journey, because you can't really do this kind of job without seeing something like that. So we're gonna go on this adventure to go and find like some supernaturals, like a supernatural hunt. It's gonna be so fun.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh no, it's probably totally fine.
You sure about that?
Yeah, definitely. At this point, Chad says, what we do, you know, it's a little unorthodox, but there's another reason for you to be here, Yule. We have something that we wanted to request you to do. But first, we need to induct your friend here. So, Nita, the induction ceremony is really easy. We just need you to do a kickstand. Can you do that for us? And everyone around starts cheering, whoa! Keg stand! Keg stand! Whoa!
very confused expression on my face.
Nina's like, yeah, let's go!
Yeah, woo.
And she does a kickstand. They seem to be having fun.
They're having fun.
Yeah. And after the kickstand, which you guys can imagine yourselves, Chad says, yeah, induction ceremony's over. Beers all around. They start passing around the beers. And Chad says, we wanted to actually invite you to this party for a reason.
That is?
We have a request for you.
Let me
all
hear
of all of us know that the professor is up to some shady shit, right?
Uh-huh.
We think that it's like supernatural shady. So, if at all possible, we just wanted to like ask you to keep an eye out, I guess. And potentially if you could bring us something from the professor's research that might help us figure out what the heck is going on in this weird town, that would be amazing. Because we know that it's interconnected. You know, it's like a big puzzle before our eyes. And it's like the missing piece is with the professor. It's just a feeling I get, you know? Like late at night, really late at night, we've gone to the lab before and seen like spooky lights and shit coming from there. So, and you're the one that's closest to the professor, so maybe you could like bring us something, I don't know. We'll make it worth your while.
I mean, I'll have to see. This is just all too much information right now. But let me just digest it a little bit, and I'll get back to you.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. All the bros like are drinking their beers. They're just like chilling right now, because it's the party after the induction. They're just like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, take your time. We'll be waiting. Gosh, do we have business cards? No, I guess we don't. Hold on. Hang on. Hold on a second. I'm gonna write down my phone number for you. Let's see, a paper. I guess I have my chemistry homework I didn't finish. All right, hold on. Rips paper, writes down phone number. Here you go, says Chad. You hit me up anytime that you have some kind of lead, okay?
All right. Don't count on it.
Oh, okay. I mean, he looks taken aback. All right, well, thanks for hearing us out, I guess. All right, guys, we got supernaturals to hunt. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I need to watch over Nina.
Oh, I'll be fine.
People are kind of shady. Come on, Nina.
Nina says, don't worry about me. It's fine. I mean, if it really makes you feel better, we won't go hunting tonight. But,
all right.
I mean, I really trust them. They're super cool, and Chad's really cool. Oh, thanks,
okay,
Nina.
As long as you promise you don't go tonight, and when you go, just do let me know.
Okay. Will
When
do.
you go. Yeah. I'll have my my phone ready to call 911.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, I don't think we need to involve the police. I actually think that's maybe a rule about like the supernatural thing, is you really shouldn't tell the police about it. But okay, like that's fine if it makes you feel better. Anyway, we're gonna go keep partying now. So.
Oh, all right. Stay safe.
Yeah, will do. No problem. God, that cake stand was really fun. Whoa, I'm feeling a little strange right now. Woo! She seems to be having fun, but. All right, so now you are alone in this dank, dilapidated room. What do you choose to do?
Perception check. Just look around, I guess, the room and the hallway outside, and
It's an exceptional success. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the inspired condition again, but for perception checks, because you're very perceptive now after all that's happened to you. There's nothing specifically like weird about this room. It just seems kind of like normal and like a really shitty hideout for a really shitty group of frat boys who hunt supernaturals. But the one thing that you do kind of notice is that as you're looking around, you look at your watch, And it's 1:30 a.m.
Oh. It's time to go get the sticks.
It sure is, Yule. I mean, it's really up to you. If you would like to continue partying, you may, or you can go get the sticks.
I think it's time to go get the sticks. Nina won't be needing me anymore. She's partying with her friends. The group.
Okey-dokey. Sounds good. So, do you exit the party?
Yes.
All right, cool. No one tries to stop you this time because I think they've pretty much gotten what they want from you, I guess.
Yeah.
They said what they needed to say. Yeah. All right. So, in order to find the exact location, you're going to need to roll to kind of like navigate, I guess.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Through the dark streets of Mythton.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's not that far away. Just because, Mythton is already like on the edge of the forest and the city. So only a couple like big streets on the outskirts and just a couple turns should be fine. But to navigate, go ahead and roll your wits and let's see, intelligence to kind of remember, I guess.
3 plus 3,
Directions.
6.
All right. 10. Oh wow, okay, very good. And 2 rolls. See what you got. Oh my god! Wow, okay.
You win.
You zoom in. You find it immediately. Yeah, you find the truck immediately on the outskirts of town.
I forgot.
Yeah. Yup, there it is, waiting for you. And interestingly enough, you remember the directions that the professor gave to you, and the key is actually located beneath the tire, and it's there as expected, and everything is prepared for you to drive this truck whenever you are ready.
Should I maybe
Really
do a
success.
perception check to look around?
If you would like.
Yes.
You notice that it is extremely quiet and dark around this area. Nothing strange about it, really. Just that there's this white van and there's a lock on the door. Pretty much like a bunch of chains and a padlock. And everything is extremely silent.
So I won't be able to check the inside of the truck because it's locked.
Unfortunately, unless you rolled a sick roll to pick the lock, but it's got like a big chain and it's a pretty hefty lock, so it would take quite a bit of time. It's up to you.
All right. I guess as long as I check the van is okay and there's nothing suspicious around, I guess I'll start driving.
All right. Sounds good.